Money printing inflation forces retirees to rejoin the workforce. I'm not even joking, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Mike with MrNoFluff.com, but I can't tell you how many times I've been out to the restaurants, to the grocery store, and I've seen senior citizens being our waiters or being our cashiers. And it breaks my heart. It just breaks my heart. And, sometimes I ask them what's going on, and they said they had a set amount of money set up. They had retirement set up. Now they have to go back to the workforce and work, okay, because things are getting up so expensive. Now, if you watch the TV, if you watch the puppets on talking heads in Big Brother, they're telling us we have, 7, 8%, 9% inflation. And that's, in my opinion, and everyone else I'm talking to in the real world, in the trenches, that's baloney. Okay. We've seen the senators, I brought it to you on my YouTube channel, that they were working on getting a 21% raise for their jobs because they know inflation is roughly about 21%. I brought to you that the dollar store was increasing their prices about 25 cents, which exactly shows my point that inflation is somewhere about 21 to 25%. Okay. So, and that's if you take an average of all this stuff. Some stuff is going up 200-300%. For example, I used to buy watermelons two for $5, and today, I bought one watermelon for 14.99. Okay, so now it's an organic one. It's not a Walmart brand, but just ridiculous, out of control. If we look at gas prices of today, they've 2x. Just a few years back till today. You know, there are, for example, eggs that have 3x. The eggs that I buy, organic eggs that I buy, these browns that I buy, they used to be like $4 and they're like $9 now. Like, they're like two eggs and some change. So there are a lot of things that I personally buy have gone up more than the 21%, okay, that I'm saying inflation is, but I'm saying just average it all because some things may have only gone up 20%, some things have 5x. Uh, and so if you average all up, I think interest rates right around 21%, which means that a lot of Americans that are retired or older citizens now have to go back to work. Even if they grow their own garden, they still have to go to work because of all the asset manipulation and the increase of property taxes and all these properties if they own properties. Okay, the cost of insurance going up on properties. Like if you look at Florida, insurance companies are just denying people because they're tired of I guess not making as much money as they like. I'm not a fan of insurance companies personally, but that's a different story. Now, so we're in a situation where Big Brother is printing a lot of money. They got into our business. They tell us to inject this into our body. They told us to put this cloth on our face. They told us to close down our economy, close down our businesses, not go to work. We can sit at home. And now they've caused significant pains, not only to the American people, but also to the elderly people, and also to the infants when there's shortages of formula missing, all the way down to uh, suffering to a lot of people around the world, like Sri Lanka, like Venezuela. I mean, you can see in Iran inflation. So a lot of people are just starving, ladies and gentlemen. And like the head of the one of the big corporations of food in America that were being interviewed on, I guess Fox or CNN, I can't remember. And he said that let them eat cake, all right? Like he used this quote of a king back in the days when he told his presence to, they didn't have anything to eat, because bread was getting so expensive. And the king said, well, let them eat cake. And what happened is that king got beheaded and killed by the peasants. But, this guy on TV, big, billionaire, millionaire, telling people in Sri Lanka, they don't have any wheat to eat, they don't have any bread, none to eat, so he's telling them eat cake. And so what's happening is these people are starving and dying, and at the same time, bloodshed is being shedded left and right because of all the crazy madness things that happen when people can't feed their kids. So um, all around, young, middle class, poor, and old are suffering in America because of our policies. and people around the country are suffering too from our policy. So this is why the founding fathers were like, hey, let's have a small government. But for some reason, government we just wants to get bigger and bigger, and and have their foot everywhere, right? In your mouth, in your ears, what you can watch, what you can watch, what you can think, what you can think. It doesn't matter what country you're in. That's how Big Brother plays, right? And what that means is pain and suffering for their citizens, which is very, very sad, guys. It's a very, very sad day to see all the suffering around the world when we're spending billions of dollars on military conflicts where people in Arizona don't have water because water's running out. People in Las Vegas are already running out of water, and you can listen to the city people that they don't even have money to fix the piping from the reserves going into the people's homes, and they lose about 40% of the water through holes in the piping system, and they don't fix it because it's over 100 years old and they don't have the money. But we have the money for wars, as Tupac said, but we don't have the money for the homeless. So if you ask me, I think all the world governments are aliens and they want to kill the humans, and we're the humans, ladies and gentlemen. Anyways, guys, thanks for liking. Thanks for clicking the like button. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Leave it below. Don't take no for an answer. Always remember, you're braver than you believe, stronger than you seem, smarter than you think, and twice as beautiful as you ever imagined, Romy. Peace.
Download my free book, Real Estate Investing for Beginners, the ultimate starter guide at myrealestatedojo.com, where I teach you how to find motivated sellers, buy their homes at a deep discount, and then have the seller become your own private bank. Subject to, get it now. One more thing, if you're looking for private one-on-one help when it comes to real estate investing, then consider joining my academy where you sit down with me one-on-one. 2, you get monthly coaching. 3, you get access to my best-selling courses. 4, you get access to my video library, and then the list goes on for just $97 a month. Join me now at mrnofluff.com. Lastly, the best six-figure side hustle, bicycle flipping. Want to see how? Here's a behind-the-scene video how I did it. Go to thebestsidehustle.mrnofluff.com. Now let's get back to the content.